Hey everybody, it is Erin Reed and we are back and we are going to make some fun little planner, no, not really planner, but they're little clips that you can pass out using some awesome little pineapple stamps from Newton's Nook and then the die set to go with them. So first things first is we are going to stamp. I'm going to take you through one and the other ones are exactly identical. I am going to actually end up doing one of each of these and I'm just going to take you through how to do one from start to finish because they're all exactly the same. First things first is we are going to grab a cute little pineapple. And this is the bottom. And if you notice, the way that the stamp looks is that it is mostly going to be the color that you stamp it. So if I stamped it in black, it's going to look mostly black. Well, a pineapple is supposed to look yellow, so this is the perfect time for this particular stamp set to pull out all those beautiful colored inks that you have. Instead of doing it stamp in black and color it in, use those colors. I mean, why not? So go ahead and stamp. Ta-da! And I'm going to go ahead and clean this off. And I just am using a towel. I mean, everybody's got those special shamey doodad things now. I actually got that from a friend of mine who is a nurse, and it's the towels they use in the ER, and this one was just never used. They were going to throw it away, and so she saved a whole bunch and passed one along to me. All right, I am then taking the top of the pineapple, and if you look, it's the same thing. If I stamped that in black, it would be all black, but I don't want the top of the pineapple to be black. I want it to be a color. So I'm going to do it in green. So I'm going to stamp, and I love that because now it looks like it's a pineapple. Okay, next thing is I'm going to grab my dies that go with them as it sticks to my finger. Fantastic. And I'm going to line these up. And if you've seen my videos before, you will know my little trick as it has rolled away. There it is washi tape. It comes off clean. It helps hold the dies in place. And so all you're going to do is you take it and you just stick it down. Simple as that. And if you're going to end up, I'm going to show you another trick. If you're going to end up running the same die multiple times, like for instance, I'm going to end up doing 2 more versions of this and plus some more of these little guys, keep the washi tape on the die and then just re-stick it down. Makes it easy. Okay, I'm going to move all this off. I'm going to grab my little machine. And if you're using, I mean, I love my Cuttlebug because it's so nice and compact. I know everybody kind of has their, this is what their favorite die cutting machine is. This is my go-to. I have other ones and I always grab this one. So we'll run it through. Pull it out. And I always like to double check. This is the other thing. I can pull it out and I can check, did it cut clean without having to move the die, and then I never get a good clean cut. Because every now and then, I don't know why, I get a cut that just is not that great. Maybe it's the paper I cut it on. Maybe I didn't roll it all the way through. See, look. Now, I need to run a second, just the bottom of the pineapple. I'm gonna pull this guy off. There we go. And I don't need to run any more of this. I'm done. Pull that guy off. That one's finished. I need to run a second one of these, and this is what I said, you can reuse the washi tape. It doesn't pull off. There we go. So again, I like the washi tape on there for a couple of reasons. If for any reason, like for instance, let's say you ran into here and you didn't realize that you didn't go all the way through and it only does a half cut, you can pop it back on because you're checking the back, go, oh yeah, that's clean, it's all the way through, and you don't have to worry about it trying to line it back up perfectly again. Instead of having a whole bunch of packages, I'm just going to pop these guys, and you probably already do this yourself, but just showing you. I take this, I open up my little package, and I just throw everything in the pool. Oh, kit and caboodle whenever I'm done. We are going to use one more of these stamps. I'm just going to throw those in there for right now. And then I do like to get rid of some excess packaging. If I don't need it, I don't want to keep it. But this will fit in my die storage because it's got this little tab here. And so I've got a binder, and all I do is I throw this in on the binder and then I can flip it as I need it. Save some time. All right, so here's a little fun thing that I have found. So my daughter got this cute little arts and crafts kit. We actually went to a toy store and they had like this kind of special that was there where they got to play. And it was a Melissa and Doug thing. And what it is, it reminded me of the Deco Foil. And as you notice, I've kind of played with this a little bit. So this is what was left of hers. I don't know why she cut into that, but she did. And so what I was thinking was, okay, well, if it sticks to just the sticky, because it was like stickers, you peel the top off the sticker, you rub this, and this is glitter. Why can't it work with regular adhesive? So I started playing. I'm like, oh, well, why can't I just take my little tape runner? And I know it's dots, but I like that. I like the fact that it's got these little dots on it. So I was just running it around randomly, throwing it under, using the back end of my tape runner, rolling it all around, and then pulling it off. And look at that. Isn't that cute? It's like little dots on there. I rub my hand over there because obviously I've lost some of the stuff that's on there. And I'm gonna add one more little spot. I can see if I've got kind of a blank. But I thought the little dots in there were kind of cute. Now, if you don't like the little dots, then you can use a full tape runner. But I thought the dots was kind of like a fun, just something different. And then because I had, I'll show you the colors that she actually had. There was a red, and there was one other one, and of course, you know, I've probably lost it around here. I think it was a blue. Oh, heaven forbid it's. She was done with the craft and she did what she wanted. And she's like, Mom, here, have it. You can play with it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna play with that. So, but then it got me thinking about using the Deco Foil. So I thought, okay, well, I've got green and I had green Deco Foil. I mean, I've never even used the tube, so I grabbed it and I'm just gonna throw it. Little same thing, not throw it. I'm gonna run a few of these on here, and then I'm gonna take my Deco Foil, same thing, rub, 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 and you can see the little dots starting to like kind of poke through, and you're transferring. That's what this is. It's transfer foil, and this is transfer glitter, same concept. And look, now it's got, so you see it? And like I said, I like the little dots. It's kind of fun. So I'm going with it. All right, next I am gonna grab my little Xyron X, and I'm gonna throw the bottom, it looks like an egg, so I'm gonna call it an egg, the bottom of my egg through that. As soon as I see it going just far enough, I'm gonna throw the next one in, and this is the blank. This is just a back blank. Throwing it in. And then the last thing is I'm gonna throw in the top of my pineapple and run them all through. And this is the best way to make sure you don't lose your adhesive. If you pull it all the way through, you lose like that entire middle section and you'd have these big gaps. You're gonna lose this much little space. And to me, that's not a whole lot. In terms of how much of a pain in the butt would it be to apply the glue to all that and just, ugh. So this makes my life easy, especially for little stuff like this. Okay, what I'm now gonna do is I'm gonna grab a little clip. This is just a paper clip, and I like the yellow because it was kind of a fun semi-colored yellow. I'm also gonna do one in white and probably another one in white. So I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 1 for each of the shapes on the pineapples. So I'm gonna take my pineapple, I'm gonna take my 2 pieces, and I'm going to layer right where I think the top should go, behind, not on top, behind. And then I'm gonna place this on my clip, just like that, super cute. Now, when you place them on your clips, make sure you place it on the single side, not the double, because the double is where you're actually clipping it. If you do it the other way around, you do not have a clip. You take your blank, and this is what's gonna whole sandwich the thing together. It's gonna cover up the sticky on the back, and it's gonna cover up this. Now, I just made a giant boo-boo, and of course, I ran that through my little Xyron, and I did not need to do that. So, we are going to fix my little boo-boo. That was not intentional, I didn't mean to, I just happened to have this. And I'm gonna remove my adhesive. And this right here is called an adhesive remover, and it's specifically for what I just did. It's a rubber piece that removes any sticky that may happen to be there. You could run another one, I'm gonna actually undo this. You could run another piece like this, but this is taking my sticky right on off. So yay. In case you're goofy like me and do something dumb. And there it is. It's like it was never there. So instead of having to redo everything I had just did, I can just remove it. So all I need to do now, because both of these are adhesive and I completely pulled out, these are sticking to each other. So I need to open it up in enough room. And you got to do it pretty quickly because this stuff is going to hold fast. And I'm going to sandwich the top of the pineapple between the 2 things, just like this. Done. Ta-da! Okay, now that that is done, we are going to create a cute little tag for this to rest into. So I have these fun little tags. These are just gray tags, from Brutus Monroe, and I'm going to stamp this other sentiment that is on here. So this right here is a sentiment, and it's so cute. I'll stamp it on there so you can see it. And I'm gonna do it in this little corner right here because I want my pineapple to rest just like this, okay? So there's my black ink. Ink it up. And we are gonna angle it right in the corner here, just like that. Plop. And it says, a pineapple a day keeps your worries away. Isn't that cute? I love that little sentiment. And now I'm gonna pop this back in here. There's another cute sentiment in here, and it says thank you. So I thought that was fun, but I love that little phrase, and I wanted a way to use it, so I found a way. Oh, and I need to put this guy back so I don't lose him. All right, next step is we need a little something for this to stick into, because how am I gonna stick this? So we're gonna cut a little hole. And so I'm going to kind of bend this just a titch, and I'm gonna take a pair of fine point scissors. I don't wanna bend my paper too much, but I wanna be enough to give a little snip, just big enough for my clip to go through. There we go. A little bit more on this side. There we go. Just a little snippers. That's all you need. I'm gonna judge to see if this is big enough. Yep, there it is. And see, look, it just slides right in. Angle it so it doesn't cover up my words. Ta-da. And my last little trick, and shouldn't have left that open, but I did, is I want to put some little, it's this little swirl. You can kind of see it right here, and it's a tiny, tiny little stamp. I'm going to use my finger as my cling because I don't want to pull out a giant stamp block for just this little guy. And now I can go in and just add a few little swirlies. That's only 4. I'm going to add a 5th. Ta-da. I could have added it down there, but that's fine. And that's it. Super, super, super simple. How adorable is that? Whoa, let's move that off the side. Last thing before we are completely done, and make sure that you don't have any ink on your fingers before you're touching all this, is I have some yellow twine just to give the top of the tag something going on. And I'm actually going to double this up twice. And I'm going to loop this through. No, I gotta go this way. So the side that's got the open end. So here, see, I looped it, and then this side. So the side that's got the open end, that is gonna go in here. This is gonna give us a really, really big, kind of fluffy, taggy part at the top. And then this goes through both of these loops, like that. And then now you can come in and kind of snip, and it just gives you a little bit more of a fray up top, kind of like a tassel-y kind of a look. And that's it. That's all there is to that. So now what I can do with this is on the back is I can do some writing. This is another quick way of, if you want to send somebody a fun little happy mail, this is a cute little, oh, here's a little present that I made for you, and here's a card, basically kind of a card. And it's just a fun little something you can hand off to them. So I'm going to go ahead and make the last 2 pineapples and the other 2 designs, and then I'll show you what they look like at the very end. And there we go, 3 cute little pineapple tags ready to go, ready to be given out to some fun people next time I send out some happy mail, so just ready to go. Thanks so much for stopping by. Supplies are listed below in the information section on the video, so go take a look if you're interested in anything. And we'll see you guys again soon. Please subscribe. Bye-bye.